Good day, everyone. Alice here from Safi Financial Network. Today is October 24th, 2023. Another daily analysis. Market just had an uptick today, S&P 500 daily chart. So you've seen that this one, this is a green bar, and green bar just reacted to this demand area. So far, market hold up pretty well above 41.76, which is monthly pivot. And this monthly pivot needs to be held. Otherwise, market can go all the way down to 4,100. So just be careful on that one because any sharp sell-off can initiate a downside move. Again, this week we have earning for lots of big companies like Microsoft, Google, Visa, and also Snap. They just announced earnings, so we will cover some of them, Microsoft and Google, and we will see how it goes. But market just had an uptick today. Getting back to this wide range bar FL, so here is the flag limit, and market just reacted to that area. So this is kind of like interesting demand supply area, short-term demand supply area, and market just rejected from the top. So 42, I should say 42. Let me see, 42. Yeah, 42. 70 is going to be an important level. So if S&P 500 close above 42.70, then it can initiate upside move to 43.20, and we need to have a nice breakout above 4,400. So 4,400 for S&P 500 is going to be a decisive moment for bulls. For bears, we need to take this low down, and it can initiate the downside move to 41. 100 and even 4,000 area. So we'll see how it goes. Again, daily chart, we just got a buy signal here from stochastic momentum. And then also weekly chart, still holding up for now. So this is kind of like a weekly chart, and weekly shows a very, very important level around here. So we need to get back above 4,400 in a daily and weekly basis. Otherwise, it's going to be just a bounce, and we can see this bounce can initiate another sell-off to the downside. So we'll see how it goes. And moving on to Nasdaq, which was kind of like a leading today to the upside, pretty nicely better than S&P 500. Goes in middle of this wide range bar, coming back down. If you go to smaller time frame, which is 2 hours time frame, so Nasdaq rallied all the way up here to this 14,800, and a sell-off initiated there just because technically it goes to this supply area, this wide range bar, initiate this sell-off. So this is kind of like a shooting a star, very, very strong candle to the downside. And right now we are just trading after hours, just a bit a downtick, but it's not a big deal. So as long as we consolidate here, I should say this can go another leg higher to somewhere around 14,900 to even 15,000. And after that, we should just coming back with a bigger time frame analysis to see how it can stretch out. But a Nasdaq can go all the way up to 15,066. Still, it's going to be in this bear trend. So this is kind of like a corrective move initiated this July, and still we are seeing kind of like a lower high, lower low, lower high, and even lower low here. So we will see how it goes. But right now, I just want to mention that Nasdaq has a better price action compared to S&P, and it just nominally touched the lower low, but still within this demand area. So as long as we are above 14,125, we are in a bullish momentum. If we get below that, so we can go all the way down to 13,600, 700, and we will see how market reacts after that. Moving on to US 30, which is Dow Jones, very good price action today. So Dow usually is very, very heavy value stocks. So when you see Dow move to the upside, nice candle, not a sharp sell-off compared to S&P 500 and Nasdaq. So seems like money is slightly going to value stocks, and banks, miners are, and also healthcare, they're just taking benefit out of it. Also, Coca-Cola had very, very nice earning today. So Coke just a beat expectations for earning and revenue at the same time. So you see that how it impacts the market and the Dow Jones specifically. MasterCard and Visa went to the upside after hours. So that initiate kind of like a long setup for Dow Jones as well. We can go all the way up to 33,800 and still below this, but that could be kind of like a 600, 700 to the upside. So that's going to be a big move. For Dow, if we take out this pivotal point, we can go all the way up to here. So in a bigger picture, Dow is a very, very choppy, sloppy, but this is going to be the first potential to hit new all-time high early next year or end of this year. So if we get above, obviously above this pivotal point and this pivotal point, I should say new all-time high is coming after that. Moving on to some individual names, starting with Yield. Yield had a comeback today, so not a bad setup. For Yield, Yield still can go higher a bit and then coming down, still very exhaustive move, channeling up. But as I said, if we break below this, 4.92% to the downside can easily come down to 4.76, and I believe it can sharply moving down to 4.25%. So some Federal Reserve chairmen, they just talked about longer than usual or expected for the rate. Can stay here for longer than expected, so that's why yield is just coming back up. However, when yield is up, usually we expect a treasury is down, but treasury had a very, very sharp move to the upside today. So as I said, this is pretty tough to call the bottom, but any time frame from monthly, weekly, and daily, if you go there, it's pretty oversold. So especially monthly and weekly, you see divergence there as well. So when you see divergence at the bottom, specifically some special levels like 82 to 84, you should see some rallies. Even if it is a dead cat bounce, we should see a knee-jerk reaction to the upside all the way to here. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see treasuries getting back above a 90, at least 91 to 92, the maximum 94, 95, and then we will see after that how it goes. But right now, treasury is on a good momentum, at least for a bear market rally for treasuries. It shows very well. Gold coming back up today. So after wild session going all the way down and then coming back up, gold ended up 1970, still above this demand area. If it goes there, I should say gold can give us a great buying opportunity, especially in 1918. So we will see for next few weeks or days if gold is getting back to here for the long setup. Obviously, if you follow my analysis, I'm pretty bullish in gold, precious metals, and overall gold and silver. And miners actually did very well today, so we will cover that one in a bit. But gold and precious metals, silvers, their stocks, they're pretty good. They're pretty decent right now, especially setups are there for long setup. Crude just a hammer today. Again, another 3% downside, getting back below $85. Right now, we are at 83.70. So crude can get back below this easily. If it breaks down, I should say this sharp sell-off can initiate to the downside pretty aggressively. So the first target is going to be 79 to 80, but I should say this area could be a potential move for crude to $75. So $75, $76 for crude could be foreseeable. If we get just below this as another sharp sell-off, it can initiate all the way down to the downside. VIX is coming down today. Stock market was positive, so VIX is down. Still can be ranging here in this area, but ultimately I'm looking for a downside for VIX. So I think this is the top for VIX for multi-days, at least 1 to VIX, and we should see some downside actions coming. Again, this week is pretty volatile due to earning, but VIX can go down. So Dixie is forming kind of like positive price action, to be honest. So this is kind of like a bull flag here. So if you see this bull flag, if it triggers to the downside, that would be great. but right now it's just forming pretty positive. So if it breaks to the upside, I should say we'll see more upside is coming. 107 is coming, 107.50. I'm not sure about that. Probably double top stretch just that high and then coming down. I should say weaker dollar is coming down the road. But again, calling the top and bottom in this market is pretty tough, especially when we are at the end of the cycle. But right now, dollar had a good move today. So 64 cents for dollar, pretty sharp move to the upside. Moving on to magma indicator, this one positive today, not a bad price action, still hiccup. Microsoft had a good earning, Google down, so that's why magma is kind of like a confused, especially after hours. Apple had a nice move to the upside, so we will have earning for Apple next week. Uh, 44 cents up, not a bad price action at all. So Apple, if Apple goes down to here, I should say we can see more biased for buy. Right now, it's kind of like a holding up pretty well. Hang out there for reverse head and shoulder. I don't know. If we need to take out this pivotal point to this pattern forms to the upside for here. Otherwise, I'm just looking for this area and this area for buying opportunities. Still on the side, just looking for a good setup for Apple. It's not there yet for me, at least. Amazon coming down after hours. So pretty sharp move after hours going down to 126. We should see some gap down tomorrow open market, but I'm not sure about after that. So Amazon at 128.56 right now, but after hours, as I said, it goes down to $126. So $2 down after hours. Meta coming down after hours as well. So Meta will have earning. I'm not sure tomorrow or Thursday. I haven't checked that. Forgive me about that. But again, tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday, we should see Meta. I believe it's going to be tomorrow. So Meta is coming earnings, so it's going to be pretty spiky for Meta as well. Microsoft, a pretty nice move after hours. It goes to 343. Fantastic earning for Microsoft. It can go higher, probably sellers to control because it had a nice jump to the upside. This gap fill around 347, but all in all, good, good earning result for Microsoft. Google coming down sharply. Google is after hours, even it goes to $129. So it's kind of like a $10 gap for Google tomorrow. So we will see if it's going to hold up this pivotal point, test this, and then coming back up, or it can go all the way down to here for $112 to 117. Right now, Google had a gap down for tomorrow for sure. But again, earning was not that bad. I think market just overreact to this one. They just announced that earning beat the expectation, revenue beat the expectation. The only issue Google had was for the cloud earning was not that strong. And they concerned some cloud earning and revenues just because of the inflation and also weak economy. But YouTube earning was great. Like advertisement was great. So everything was okay except that cloud. So I don't know why people overreact to this, but probably they see something that I don't. Chart wise, we should see this gap. There are tons of supports there. And also this area could be a fantastic buying opportunity. Netflix, $6 to the upside, not a bad price action. Netflix had earning and last week, and it was fantastic. As you see here, hold up pretty well. Tesla, Doji bar, $4.44 up, but Doji closed by Doji. Tesla still is struggling to hold up this area. Still, I'm looking for kind of like a capitulation for Tesla getting back here to get to the long side. We'll see how it goes. Moving on to semiconductors, $1.67 up for SMH, not a bad price action. Even after hours, it hold up pretty well. SOX, the same pattern, goes up, $6.17 up. After hours, it goes down. TSM, Texas Instrument, TSM Taiwan Semiconductor, 53 cents up, not a bad price action. Hold up pretty well there. So as long as it's above this pivotal point, should just a trigger to the upside. This is area, very, very important resistance. So let me just mark it in the chart here, right there. So 90, I should say more than 96. So here's the area. Yes, and 96.61, that could be the area that I'm just looking at as a resistance. AMD, good price action today. As I said, AMD needs to get back to the bullish momentum. If you just follow up my analysis yesterday, here is the pattern that I'm just looking for. AMD needs to get above 110, 112. With a strong move to the upside, we should say AMD can go to 122. So we will see how it goes with this. Nvidia, $6.88 up, not a bad price action. Nvidia, this head and shoulder is not triggered yet. If we get above this, I should say this head and shoulder is going to fail, and the potential fail pattern can be spiky, can go all the way up to new all-time high. Texas Instruments, 60 cents up, after hours smashed. Earning just came up and seems like this stock smashed the downside. It's getting to, let me just show you here to the weekly chart, because when you see something like this, you should always look at the weekly chart. And here's the area that I'm looking for. So it's kind of like a $5 to my great buying opportunity for Texas Instrument. So this one can give us a good buying opportunity. Waiting for more downside, and then we'll see how it goes. Let me go to daily chart again. So as I said, Texas Instrument just smashed to the downside after hours. Lam Research coming up with $4.44 up after hours, no move. And it's kind of like the same. Yeah, it's just a bit down, but still holding up for now. This is kind of like a demand area, fake demand area, I should say. The real one is here. Moving on to the financials, XLF at 22 cents, not a bad price action. Still looking for a deep down to here for a final capitulation or support there. KBE, which is a large cap bank ETF, this is in demand area. So if you want to buy, make sure that put your stop loss here or even here for aggressive traders. But I should say we can get a good reaction to the upside. KRE coming down to this demand area, 24 cents down. JP Morgan, 17 cents up today, still hold up there. Goldman Sachs, $4 down, 4 cents down, sorry, still rejecting the buyers here. So still resilient to any upside move. Bank of America coming down. This is a pretty good level for Bank of America, to be honest. 10 cents down today, no major action, but this is pretty cheap right now. I just analyze it fundamentally as well today. Bank of America is pretty cheap stock right now. Wells Fargo, 20 cents down, and this one can go all the way down to 37 cents, 37.18 cents to a nice demand area. Moving on to the gold miners, which they came back nicely, as I said yesterday. A GDX, which is a gold miners that big companies are leading right now. So as you see here, they broke this trend line to the upside. They can go higher, and fair enough. We had 2 cents up, not a bad price action. GDXJ, they're lagging below this trend line. Still a good pattern there. So this bull flag, if it triggers to the upside, we need to get above these two. Any pullback could be great buying opportunities. So looking for that one, obviously, but not now. So it needs to have more consolidation. AEM, this one is getting back above this trend line, pretty good price action. Newmont reacted to this demand area, so it needs to go back, get above these two pivotal points. Franco-Nevada, 93 cents down. This one is not that bad. So Franco-Nevada needs to get above this pivotal point as well. Gold Barrick, 1 cent up, pretty nicely reacting to this trend line. So it just a surge to the upside. I should say Gold Barrick. This is a multi-month week, and we should see this pivot works pretty nicely as like a bottoming formation for multi-months. XLE, which is energy spider coming down along with gold. This one can go all the way down to here to 83 to $85. XOP is coming down, $1.17 down. Oh yeah, it's $3.96 down. So this one can go all the way down to here, I should say. 294, 300, that could be great buying opportunity. X on $1.06 down. Chevron, pretty wide price action, $4 after. Even after hours, it goes lower as well. So Chevron is not as strong as I said. It's pretty weak. So that's why we are just staying on the side of this. I don't like this chart. So this chart is pretty weak. It doesn't go anywhere. Um, I think if you have Chevron, just be careful on this one as well. Okay, so still more earnings coming, and make sure that just buckle up. And if you don't like earning play, just stay on the side. Don't trade. So let's wait for earnings season. At least a week or next 2 weeks could be very, very volatile. But after next week, I should say, everything is getting back to the normal, at least normal trading. I don't know if it's going to be upside or downside, but at least normal trading. All right, so I think I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.